Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lakeland Vale Let's Play series with me, CWATTYESO, here in Farming Simulator 19. At the end of the last video I had finished doing the subsoiling on field 20, so we need to start field 21 today. We also need to start getting field 21 seeded, excuse me, with the soybeans needed for the final harvest of this particular series. I did do some work off camera last night. I have gone round, I have sold the chickens, so we're down to 158 chickens. That's the lowest amount of chicken. Well, actually we was down to 150 chickens. I've then slept through the night and we seem to have hatched 8, so we've gained 8 chickens overnight, which is one thing. The sheep, I do believe, have got 5 days worth of food, so I do need to provide them with some grass or some hay. However, I also sold some pigs, and now my pig pen is so full of food and straw and stuff that I can't actually empty my trailer. So I can't get hay for the sheep unless I use the mixing wagon. That is one way of doing it. But yes, I sold the pigs. I sold 300 pigs. I did, more or less. I think I did. Yeah, we was at 600. I sold 300. So it would appear that we've gained 28 pigs overnight as well. Flipping out, they reproduce very quickly. We'll see if it will let me empty the trailer now. Now the pigs have actually ate some food. Because it would be nice if I could get this trailer empty so I can do my my hay for the sheep. And then I can bring the trailer back, park it underneath the conveyor belt, because as you can see the manure is starting to pile up rather excessively, so we need to get the manure cracked. Then I'll be coming over here and we'll be getting these 2 tractors started up and let them run their subsoiling course that I've generated using courseplay. So both of them should be able to work at the same time, which solves the issue I was having with the follow me mod in the last video. And then it enables me to go off and start seeding field 21. Sorry sheep, you don't have any hay. At least you don't have any hay that I know of, unless I put this in here. Aha, yeah, I could tip that in there, because we haven't used the hay dryer for long, much have we? So I could tip that in there. Gradually shift a lot of the grass into there. Quickly checking the animals. Yeah, sheeps are the only ones that need to be really worried about right now. Horses have got plenty of oat and hay. Cows are obviously have got TMR currently, which means they're not going to touch anything else in their troughs. Sadly, that didn't quite fill up as much as I wanted it to. I'll leave that for a second. It's on. Plenty of diesel. We'll see how long that takes to make hay. Right, let's go start these 2 tractors up. So, first tractor, if I just hit drive course, the quad track should go off, drive this course. Perfect. He will run off and drive the course. Next tractor then will be this guy. probably going to let this guy get quite a long way down the field, the first tractor, before I start him up. Just to see, just so they don't potentially crash into each other. There is a risk that they can crash into each other, obviously. Hate for that to happen. Drive course. The problem with being, the reason why they're likely to crash into one another is because I've set the width of the cultivator to be 14.5, same as when I was using it on with the follow me guy, and everything seems to detect and register this as actually being 15.2. So there's a chance there's about, you know, 0.7 meters of an overlap in the working widths of these machines. These cultivators. So there is the risk that they do kind of crash into one another. With this, they crash subsoilers. There is that risk. But I'm hoping not. Because this guy should come down and do the row next to me. Yes, they're not going to crash. That's perfect. They're not going to crash, people. Hooray! Right. Next thing we want then, we want this cedar. A lovely case air cart. Grab obviously our special tanks. Thing. Right, we're going to need seed and fertiliser then. A little bit unfortunate. I'm going to need some pallets of seed. So first things first, let's put that pallet back into storage, shall we? Right, seed. We need seed. I fortunately have some seed. Yeah. Do 3 pallets. It's probably not going to be sufficient, but I'd rather be a little bit cautious with the pallets than get too many out of the machine at once. They're all partial pallets. Not helping me, game. Why is the quad track slipping? Where is the quad track stuck? I'm going to put turn on field on for you then. Oh, this is where it's going to get messy. because this guy is clearly going to hit the trees at at the top of this field. So we will let that guy get off down the field a little bit ahead out the way. He will turn on the field now, so technically he shouldn't get in the way. Still not working. Still not giving me enough hay. Canoe case tractor. I heard it running somewhere. Here it is. There's something weird going on here. Because these pallets, they're supposed to be 4,000 litres capacity. However, I'm not getting 4,000 litres of seed from those pallets. Those pallets are not working right. I'm getting a pathetic dribble. If it does it with the fertiliser, that's going to be really annoying. Right, we are full. There's not very confident. Right, we'll put them back into storage. Although, to be fair, didn't seem to want to actually accept that pallet. Why does it want to accept that pallet? Right, fertiliser, let's get 5 pallets of fertiliser. Let me put my strong arms on for a second, as it's now famously come to be known as. Nope, doesn't want to know. There we go, fully fertilised up. Great stuff. So now we can run off and do our seeding. .2, is that really the width of that? Don't we have a bigger one? We could have had 18.2. However, I think we went with the 12.2 because it is easier to pull. If we went for the bigger one, we would be kind of screwed and limited to what vehicles we can actually do it with. But anyway, soybeans are being planted. Da, 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 da. Which means it shouldn't take us too long actually to do this. With our lovely case Magnum, lovely new one. Get a screenshot for the thumbnail. That window's going to open, it always does. Now I'm probably going to see this the similar method to how I've done the fields in the past, where I actually skip a row. Because it makes it a little bit easier for me to turn around and line up. And then I'll work my way back across the field the opposite direction. But that's good. That's going very well. The guys are subsoiling nicely. We're getting our second fertiliser stage put in. Better. Whoa, we've got some harvesting to do as well. Geyser. Didn't notice that. Gonna have to do potato harvesting as well. And sugar beet harvesting. Damn, that snuck up on me pretty quick, didn't it? Eh? Field 22 is also going to be ready to harvest fairly soon. That's going to be good, because as I say, we're going to get potatoes, which will be nice, because we can then get the potato washer going and the steamer and get some premium potatoes. Sugar beets will go straight in the pig food machine then to supplement the corn that we put in there, so that's good. I just thought that they would be a little bit longer. They would require harvesting a little bit later. our two guys are over there now. Very cool. Getting that field entirely ploughed. We are getting this field seeded. Let's tractor this. Case Magnum with the quad track tyres. This is one of the new ones as well, I think. Because it's the 400 series. Yeah, so that is one of the new ones as well. That is the new one, actually. That's the 2020 series one, yes. The other two that I've got are the old ones, that's right. I only bought one of the new 2020 tractors and I bought it with the quad tracks. Because obviously it's got a bit of a 8RX John Deere kind of vibe to it. It's a bit of a John Deere 8RX copy, this, from Case. I mean, originally when I started this series, my plan was to go quite heavy into green machinery, green tractors. You will have noticed when I've been in the store mainly casing about and panning about, I've got loads of John Deere modded tractors installed. Loads of them. Absolutely tons. Because originally, like I say, when I started this series all those many episodes ago now, I was going to be doing all John Deere equipment, you know, in the harvesters. We'd got John Deere harvesters, modded harvesters, loads of them. Whole bunch of harvesters that we could have gone for and used. But I ended up doing a case series. I ended up doing a case playthrough this time round with Dolores here on Lakeland Vale. So maybe my John Deere playthrough will wait now. I plan to do the single player series with all the John Deere stuff will wait. Possibly until the Millennial Farmer map comes out. Because obviously when I play the Millennial Farmer map, we're going to have green machines. I mean, that's kind of the law, you know. Because of how, you know, Zach feels about red tractors and stuff. There won't be any red equipment in that playthrough. But yeah, we'll get this seeded. So it looks as though actually maybe the quad track is going to be the one that gets to do the planting of field 21, because I think the not the quad track, the Steiger, sorry, the Steiger looks like it's going to finish first. The quad track was the one that hit the trees. I'm sure it was. So I think Mr. Steiger will be the one that gets to do the planting. Which is a shame, because it would have been nice to have seen the quad track doing the planting of field 21, but I did say the one that finished first would get to do the planting, and sadly the quad track decided to drive into a tree. So he's kind of shot himself in the foot there, hasn't he? There's a floating decal there on the map as well. Whether Stevie ever noticed that and ever fixed it in a later update to the map that I don't use, but definitely a floating decal there in the sky. There's a couple of places on this map where you see those things. There it is, look there. Floating white thing. On the map. There's a couple of places on this map where you can find those. Wonder if he ever found them and removed them, or did whatever with them in the later updates to the map. I think I'm just going to pause there for a second, because what I probably need to do now is actually move Mr. Steiger, because he's probably going to be sat right in the way. Also, failed to correctly cultivate the entire field. Just on that end, just the end row, for whatever reason, on the end row, the vehicles always stop a little bit short. I don't know whether the courseplay devs just need to make the final waypoint at the end of a course just a couple of yards further, just so the tractors just drive that little bit further forward, and then they will not encounter that issue. Right, I'm going to pop this cultivator, subsoiler, back into the shed. I really don't want to do the planting with this though. Would like to use the quad track now. As strange as it sounds, now I've bought it, I want to use it for the final planting on the map. So when this guy finishes over here, he can come and grab this planter. He can, and then he can take that planter and do the soybeans on this field for me. Hello? Got 2 rows left to do. Fair enough. Dolores can hop back over here, because ideally, if we can get planted, let the guy do the planting. He'll probably do the soybeans in the next video, but we can then go off down now and do the harvesting that we suddenly now have to do, because it turns out we desperately need to harvest. We've got potatoes and sugar beets, which we kind of need to get out of the ground. Potatoes is the biggest field. That's one big field. And then the sugar beets are on 2 separate smaller fields. So I can probably take care of that. Oh, that's annoying. That's going to make me come all the way up that row. That's fine. I go back up that row, and then I can come down this row next to me on the right here, and then we just loop our way back to the field start, don't we? Good look. Plenty of soybeans. The great thing is about having these 2 fields with soybeans, one field can be allocated towards pig food, the other field can be sold for money for Dolores's retirement fund. But we're certainly going to be busy over the next couple of episodes, because like I say, that harvesting isn't going to be quick. Potatoes and sugar beets, definitely not quick. The oats are then going to want harvesting, so we're going to have to do that. At that point, I imagine fields 2, 3 and 4 are going to be ready to be harvested. It starts to get a bit crazy this time of year. Bundle back up here. like I say, zigzag me way back now, doing all the alternate rows that I didn't do first time. Good to go. Some of those sunflowers are ready to harvest, some of those sunflowers are not. That field's kind of caught between growth stages, growth cycles. I expect Mr. Quadtrack to give me the message anytime soon as well that he has finished. Didn't do a very good job of that, did I? Hey, where's Mr. Quadtrack then? He is on his last row. He's on his last row now. Good. Means by the time I've done this field, he'll be ready to start doing what he needs to do. I'll be able to switch him over, and we'll be able to go down. He'll be able to do the planting, whilst we look at doing the potato harvesting and that in the next video. I've looked at the time and realised we're at 35 minutes, so I need to say thank you everybody for watching today's episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please make sure you've clicked that like button. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment below the video for me. Share the video wherever you see fit with whoever you see fit. In fact, share this video with everyone on the planet and maybe some others, because that would really help me out. This has been the Lakeland Vale Map by Stevie, and I've been CWATTY. So, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you again in the next episode very soon. Bye for now, folks.